Welcome back, everybody. Today we have a rare treat for this channel. We have Flurgl gameplay. Flurgl, a hero that has to play murlocs. Oh my god, murlocs, not in this meta. Now, we're not playing, you know, on the alt in the depths, playing where you have tons and tons of time to get online. Murlocs at a competitive MMR is usually suicide, but not in this meta. In this meta, when everybody is fighting over the same things, when there's 7 demon players or 7 beast players in a lobby, Flurgl just minds his own business, chilling in the corner, and starts to build his murloc boards. Turns out that you just play Solitaire, and you let everyone else have weakened versions of the board since they all compete for the same resources. Suddenly, your board is competitive. Yeah, he's not a top tier hero. He actually went from tier 4 to tier 2, though, at high MMR in this meta because, well, being able to play your own game and not compete for the same resources is a beautiful advantage. And sometimes you high roll. Sometimes you build big, gigantic, statted, poisonous murlocs, and you blow out a lobby. Alright, enjoy. For third place. We know that already. Jandis has a turn 3 proc on Doomsayer. This is pretty good. Interesting. Would we ever triple sell? I don't think so, but we got an early salt scale. That's a big deal. We can take an extra murloc too. Unfortunate procs. But yeah, staying on 1 isn't necessary. You don't really do anything. Like, what are you trying to do by staying on 1? There's only 1 murloc worth buying. That's Tide Hunter. Buying any tokens and doing GF curve or whatever, or just going to 2 here, leveling, selling, buying. Like, we're doing exactly what we need to do, which is get a core of murlocs on the board, preferably multiple honchos. Then we can take some AoE buffs, put a war leader with it, win a couple mid rounds, and triple into 5s. That's about the only thing you really do with Flurgl. Staying on 1 and doing like full warrior curve and then leveling, taking 5 stars is an option. It's like a feast or famine option. You will drop to like 10 health, but if you hit a brann, you can maybe turn the corner. But I'm pretty confident the reason why Flurgl is so high is because you can play it on normal curve now. And that's the reason why it's gone from the worst hero in the game to a playable hero. That wasn't the hit. That's not the hit either. Whatever. Whatever, we take small damage. Shutterwalk's playing tempo. That is a 2nd salt scale. That's really cool. We need to level here, so we gotta take a little bit of damage. Dude, the early salt scales are nuts. We can just cycle murlocs next turn, and we're getting 4 extra health on the board each unit we play. So we just sell these 2 off, buy the 2 new murlocs and 1 other thing. Preferably like an AoE buff. Really strong. We did choose the hero. We chose Bofur every game. It's the buff version of Murloc, who gets to pick between 4 hero powers at the start of the game. Finley. My spirit animal. Nice, we get to fight Tess. I'm sure Tess wants a board full of bullshit murlocs. That's really what Tess wants in the mid-game in a demon plus beast lobby. Hey guys, he's Doomsayer too. What diversity. What interesting builds. So many unique ways to play this meta. At least it's like minimal damage. You mean Tess fought Jandis and took Doomsayer? Where's your chat monitor? Both sides, actually. Right now. I have one on the left side and I have one on the right side. Yeah, this Swolefin is happening. The only other question is, like, what else are we doing? Try a triple into a 5 next turn? Look how many stats we throw on this board. So quick. I think I'd rather have the 2-1 than the 2 health. And suddenly, we murglin', dude. We murglin'. Turn 6. That's a lot of stats on the board. Swolefin for tempo and try to find the brann. I mean, it's an idea. Triple in their 5. We take our shot. Otherwise, we stay on 4 forever. We triple a couple times. If we find a brann, cool. If not, we play for 100% tempo. It's a super one-dimensional line, but that's what Fleurgl does. Fleurgl is Solitaire. We just find the best way to use the board in front of us to put as many murloc stats as we can. You don't really adapt to your opponents. You just play Solitaire. Solitaire, for all the young people, is a game that used to be auto-included on your operating system. What it would allow you to do is play a card game by yourself. I removed that song from my playlist before, but that's not my playlist. I'm playing something different today. Ah! Occasionally lucky. So you're telling me there's a chance in a Demon Beast lobby to play murlocs? God, I feel old. I'm pretty sure Solitaire was on computers as of like 8 years ago, so don't feel so old. On the other hand, the Space Pinball, you real OGs. Minesweeper, the original version, oh. Pinball's where it's at? Yeah. Yeah. Space Pinball. What it was called? Space Cadet or whatever. Space Odyssey? Something like that. Minesweeper's amazing. I was a big Minesweeper fan because I'm a nerd. I play children's card games for a living. And I like Minesweeper. Goes together like this. Yeah. Used to own an Iron Maiden pen. Oh. Sounds fun. Chips Challenge? Is that what it's called? Not what I'm thinking of. You guys played Sonic and Sega? That was my jam too. Sonic 2. Sega Genesis. I could get it through the first world. Green? Whatever it's called. Green Island Zone? Is that right? I was fine with that. The next level had the fucking water in it, and I just killed myself repeatedly. As a crying little 6-year-old. I couldn't get past it. Emerald Island, that's it. Yeah. That was the one. Why can't I get past this level, Mom? Beat it for me. Mom said, figure it out yourself. Green Hill Zone. Yeah, that's 2 different ones. Yes, Green Hill Zone I think is Sonic 2. Sonic 1 and 2. Nah, that's absolutely right. We're gonna roll once. We're on 4 after all. Okay, I'm gonna toss this one. I said I'm gonna toss this one. I'm gonna take you first. The only question becomes, am I going to play Murkai? Or I'm gonna keep 2 navigators to play for the triple. I think I'm gonna keep the 2 navigators. Naturally, we get another Murkai, as is tradition. I'm selling a war leader. Just playing down a couple murlocs for a moment. Take a 5-star. That's a good one. This is a demon board after all. We have a Sephin. That's a big deal. Space Cadet was my jam. Yeah. 3D pinball for Windows. The Space Cadet was a cut down version of Full Tilt Pinball, which originally Microsoft Plus 95 and ME and XP. There you go. Brann all the way up here. You still need 2 other things to die before the Sephin, so we want our hits to be decent so we can take some damage off the board. Imagine thinking you're competing with a turn 3 Doomsayer though. Like, reasonably speaking, we never, ever, 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 ever compete here. Ever, 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 ever. We're just hoping for a poison. The fuck? No. Yeah. That's what we want. Spore's pretty good. Not good against him though. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Poncho is good for long term, but I would rather play for tempo now. He's beasts after all. I think we're gonna sell the spore. Just play all tempo. He has no triples. It should be an easy round. As long as we have enough health on the board. No reason to play for this triple. I'm not going to hold it, at the very least. Now, you could argue that this thing could be a Swolfen, which is a lot of stats. Understood. At the very least, I want to suicide this off, though, because we sell it. I don't want it to get gold or get poison here. And since I think I'm this much stronger than my opponent, I'm going to play for a lot of greed here. Alright, something needs to die. One of you must die. Alright, nothing's gonna die. Only Sephin's gonna die. You got too big too quickly. That's all we can do, right? Like, we play for the poison, cool, but if we don't get it, so what? We'll look first. It's not a battle cry, I'm gonna roll instead. Same deal. These things are trash. Everything's trash. Alright, this is pretty good. Double bumpers against the mech board. Yeah, we're just in a position where we really don't have the ability to scale outside of just health. So this isn't shocking. We're not playing for first place. We're just playing Flurgl. And Flurgl doesn't have a reliable way to get poison anymore, just like every murloc board doesn't have a reliable way to get poison. So you really don't have the ability to play this tribe anymore. That being said, you can play Solitaire Flurgl, like what we're doing here. You put up good boards on average, and that makes him a tier 2 hero. He doesn't get a lot of wins. He just kind of does this every game. Suddenly my board's a bunch of 44 health plus things. God forbid we got a couple forms of poison at some point in this game and we have a chance to win, but We can play an Acolyte for Cthulhu turn. I mean, we could get 8 poison off an Acolyte, but if we're not losing rounds, then that's all that's important right now. We can't sacrifice a round to get poison. I enjoy the Avenge. You get punished for getting too strong too fast. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I think Avenge is a fine mechanic too. There goes 1, there goes 2. Yay, we did it! Hit this one. Alright, hit yourself is good too. Now I can't put that poison up at front, but it is the weakest minion on the board. That's cool. That's pretty cool, I guess. Alright. Unfortunately, we do minimal damage, but still. Yeah, I mean, I like the Avenge mechanic too. I like most of the mechanics of this patch. I just don't like frogs. I just don't like frogs and demons. The one-dimensional meta is just... I'm so over it. You could argue that this goes and not the Divine Shield. I think it is this. Not gonna be another Honcho. What? What? I think we're all kinds of dead here. Pass, 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 pass. Okay, that's a good hit, finally. Swolfen and Swolfen? Never Swolfen. Yeah, it's pretty unlikely that we get past this, but, you know. It is what it is. 7 demons. We're probably going to need to play this up front. But yeah, that's the end of the game to us. We got a hold of a decent roll on Flurgl, to be honest. We just queued into... This Jandis has won the lobby from turn 3. That was a turn 3 Doomsayer proc. Had Doomsayer and Acolyte and Token on the board. That's just, that wins. That's over. Yo, King Corny, thank you for the 2 months, my friend. Appreciate the Prime sub. Damn, we're still alive. This thing being up front is saving us. It's gonna kill this. Gonna kill it for free! Nice. You guys need to die now. Like, we know how to win this lobby from this position, right? How do we win this lobby from this position, chat? Poison Scam. There are demons in the lobby. The demons can beat us. But we can get there off poison. How do you fix frogs? Delete frog. Literally. Like, frog is a bad mechanic for this game. But you need to at least make it 1 health on the death rattle. The death rattle effect itself, the core problem with frog is that that is an unhealthy game mechanic. Dude, I want a selfless hero more than I want anything right now. Stats aren't the way. Like, we can't sell this. This can't go. So it's got to be, like, through this slot. That's a selfless hero. Why not ban Baron? Because Baron is useful for a variety of comps. Frog is trash. Frog is only usable in 1 comp. It is Frog comp. Macaw and Baron are very useful. You skip Frog? Frog's bad. Frog didn't work on this board. Frog mechanic is fine if you can't exponentially multiply it, then it's not good. So it's either complete trash or it's utterly busted in terms of its mechanic. Not to mention anything with exponential scaling or multiplicative, depending on, we're talking about specific instances here, are inherently really bad for a game like this, because you can build situations that get themselves outside of the game rules. Like, we've literally had video of, like, integer overflow. Like, that's not good for the game. Remove Baron means that we just gut all of the things that are interesting with Baron. Poison Scam. Let's go. You're telling me that you had all this time and you didn't build for anything to beat a Flurgl? That what you're telling me? You're telling me you're gonna let me come back in this one? That's what he's telling me, guys. He's telling me that I'm demons. I make more demons. Was his strat. There should be selfless heroes on this board by now. Older time. It's a mech board, which is annoying considering, but Golden Selfless Hero and Baron are good hits. It's tolerable. We can do that. I know. Consolidates the number of poisons on the board. But one of them didn't have poison yet, so it's not really that big of a deal. This could be Baron. It's a huge upgrade. I also played Macaw, but Macaw's a pretty weak compared to Baron here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it actually for this turn. Please look for Selfless Hero. The reason I'm gonna keep it is because this is a mech board, and we actually it could be useful having extra tokens. Token stomping. Takes a 5-drop to multiply it, and most 5-drops multiply the board as well. Not like that. Those are very different things. And Frogger comp itself is mechanically a problem, and also is a really brain dead comp. Like, you don't have any variety in it. It's like, just get the exact same things and put them on the board. And it all roots from finding a 5-star, which is okay. That's why it's not busted like Doomsayer's busted from win rate perspective. Sephin later? No. We need to play to win. Alright, we can swap those two, but outside of that, no. Yeah, we should swap those two. It's not like this 100 health thing is dying to a mech board, though. So, like, it's going to be a big question mark of, can this thing be alive and this thing be alive? Which is unlikely. But possible. Heck, wait. Possible. We'll take it. Frog isn't stronger than a 6-star. Yeah, I mean, it's not by strongest by itself. Like, Doomsayer's not strong by itself. It doesn't mean that the comp isn't completely and utterly busted. Like, we have all the stats in the world to support that, like, Doomsayer on turn 4, 5, or 6 is over a point, like a full rank in the game better than every other card. Frog is just as harmful for the game. Tier for Baron? Probably not. We'll probably play for Selfless Hero. We also have Macaw on this tavern tier, so we sub here for Macaw. There we go. If we had one more gold, we would have sold first and played through, but we don't get that. Frog out, Doomsayer to 4 with 4 Avenge. I don't even think you need to bank it 4 Avenge. Just put it on Tavern 4. It'll be fine. We don't need to make the card complete shit. You just have to make it so it doesn't blow out lobbies by getting it early. And you don't get 4 stars that early. Not nearly as early as you get 3 stars. Like a turn 6 or turn 7 Doomsayer is a very different story. Like a turn 6 Doomsayer would be good. Turn 7 Doomsayer is trash. I don't think you'd have any problem even if it was just the same text, exact same card text on Tavern 4. Alright, we took our second place and our first place off of a Solitaire Flurgl game. Like, we're not really thinking here. I should substitute order so that, like, the bigger minions are at the back. Which would be nice. Biggest minion dead. It's a good hit. It's a good hit too. Close. This thing value trades. Damn, why didn't we lethal him, chat? He quit before the fight. Yeah, he had all the time in the world though. He was on 6 for like a week and a half, right? Like all the time in the world to get Selfless Hero. That's why I really don't like that line. That like Wrathweaver Demon line is just so weak compared to the other ones because you have to buy everything and then you spend all of your gold buying other shit and not playing around the conditions that your opponents are going to use to beat you. Still a good game. Like, it was a very good Jandice game. That was a turn 3 Doomsayer and we beat it with frogs. Murloc frogs, not other frogs. Satisfying.